It's the 1st of April today on the farm, and we're ready to begin planting our beet field. But first, we're just finishing up one last thing and then buying a new tractor for the season to be put to work on the vegetables today here at Guy Friday's Country Goods. You can find a link to this playlist in the description below, or check the channel page for other farming series you might like. Today, we've got work to do and money to make because today we're getting a new tractor. We're going to replace our Massey Ferguson with something with more power, and it's going to be suited to our vegetable farming because it's going to have narrow wheels, more horsepower. It's going to be all around better. It's going to cost pretty much everything we've got. That includes selling our Massey Ferguson, but it's always great to upgrade it to a new tractor. So first thing we're doing is, if you can sneak through those road cones there, we have, well, as you can see here, we've got our skid steer with this. We've got a contract for rock removal. It's going to pay us a couple $1,000s. So we're taking our skid steer down here. We'll have to get better directions when we get close. I'm going to have to pull out the map here and kind of put it on this, balance it on my lap here, because where we're going is down here on these windy roads. There's some really hilly, windy roads down here we got to navigate, and I'm going to need the map to find this place. In fact, you know what? I think we're going to want to turn here. We need to be up on top of this hill, not at the bottom of it. So we're going to be doing this. This will make us some money. Now also what we'll be doing is we need to plant our beet field. Now that we have our carrot field done, and I think I see how we can do a nice, neat planting job for our beet field. Now that, I've done the carrots, I've seen, okay, we see how the vegetables go. Yeah, so we're going to be planting the beet field, and we're going to do a really good job of it first try, and we'll be using our new tractor. And we'll get to that here in a moment. First, we want to break these rocks. I'm looking at the map here to see where we got to go. See, it's on these dirt roads up here, and they're really windy. There's see that watchtower up there above the treetops? Yeah, it's up at the base of that watchtower. I've been up there before for a rock breaking contract. Yeah, we're going to want to stay on this paved road here. And we're going to hang a right up here. Yeah, we're going to want to keep right and just try to head up these squiggly dirt roads. There should be, well, we'll just look on the right for a dirt road connecting to this. Yeah, here we go. The sign says bike route. Yeah, you know what? That's a shout. Let's see. Is there a place we can park the tractor? Let's see if we can bring the tractor back down here on the road. And what we'll do is we'll unload the skid steer down here. So we'll just watch for the traffic and unload here. And yeah, we'll navigate the bike path. Sorry, navigate the bike path with the skid steer. Yeah, so this pays us, I don't know, maybe $2,500, something like that. It pays us what these rock breaking contracts usually pay us. And we'll be trading in our Massey Ferguson. Now, some good things. We'll have to see exactly what, you know what, oh, look at that. I was just going to the store to look at something, which we'll get to in a second. Look, the 6 meter wide ridger is, there's one for sale there. Well, we've got a 3 meter wide one. It works fine. That would be nice to have, but no, we're getting a new tractor. I want to see if our front loader that we have, yes, that's the front loader we're going to want. Okay, so we've already got, I want to check because the tractor that we're getting, it's going to have a front loader, and it will be able to use the exact same loader as the tractor that we have now. I went to the store to check that and saw that the 6 meter wide vegetable field ridger there's a used one for sale, but it's a great price and everything, but I want the better tractor. It's bigger, it's got more power, it's probably heavier, and it's gonna we'll get it with narrow wheels, loader, everything that we need for good vegetable work. And we are, let's see, just sticking up here by the field, I guess. Yeah, up here. Yeah, wow, where we're going, as it turns out, where we're going is exactly at the bottom of the watchtower. I've been up here once before, but yeah. All right, now this gets pretty loud. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down for y'all, but this is pretty quick. We can get this done. And then, yeah, so we should have just enough money for what we want to do. And then we'll be working on our beet field. It's a lot bigger. The beet field is a lot bigger than the carrot field. So we'll see how that goes. But basically, there's a lot of work to do. And yeah, because the field is quite a bit bigger. I would say, like, because I was down there earlier today, I finished up. You know, we started the carrot field last episode. We started the carrot field, started the planting. I went down there earlier today. I mean, here we are. You know, we're still on the 1st of April, and finished planting the carrots. I had a look at the beet field. I would say it's likely. I mean, it could be like 50% larger than the carrot field. It's definitely bigger. So we just got a couple more rocks to break here after this one. Is there 2 more after this one? No, there's 1 more, I think, and it's back here in the trees. Just gotta look for the red flags. There's another big rock back here. I think this is the last one, and that should be about it. Yep, there we go. Rock breaking contracts, fun and easy. I mean, this one is a little bit of a pain though because of how far out of the way it is. Well, you know, out of the way for us. We don't have anything back here, but let's turn this in. That's the only contract we have at the moment. Collect $2,200, and yeah, I think we've got enough money to get on with what we got planned. All right, so we need to go grab the Massey Ferguson. So I need to get all this equipment loaded up and back to the farm. All right, so we got our Massey Ferguson down here at the shop. It's a good little tractor, but we're moving on to something a little bit bigger. I mean, yeah, it's a good tractor. I always hate selling a tractor that's good, but it is pretty darn small. And I mean, even when you put the loader on it, the loader itself dwarfs the tractor. But it's pretty, you know, it was cool and all. How much can we get for it? Hopefully enough. Let's see. Yeah, we got enough. All right, let's run over here to the shop. So we're going to have to do some contracts and things to make some money. That's not going to be a problem. Never has. Won't be a problem. We'll be able to be more productive, you know, because like that tractor, for instance, there were some things they just couldn't do. Like when we were trying to, there was one thing we were doing with it and I had to shelve it and say, no, we can't get this one. I had to go get the AGCO because it wasn't going to do it. So we are going to get this guy right here. It's Belarus. I had a look at this and I like these tractors. I've driven these tractors before. They're really great. And I think with the basic setup, we can get by and afford this guy here. So let's see. We're just going to go with the Cerex model because the others add money. Yeah, so we're just going to go with that. We want the these tires here. Just regular narrow. There we go. What do you think? Yeah, just regular narrow tires. It's going to add a few $1,000s, but yeah, narrow tires is one thing that we want. And for the front weight, yeah, with a little hitch on there. Dashboard design 1. I'm not picky about the okay, lights add money, so we'll just stick with the design 1 lights. That'll be fine. Standard air filter, standard mirrors. I think we can get a Belarus sticker. Hooligan. We'll run out that sticker. Beacon light. There we go. And fuel tank. What does that do? Oh, I think it's on the other side. Oh yeah, a little bigger fuel tank. Sure. It's only $200. And front loader. Yes, we want a Hauer front loader console because that's what we have. And yeah, so that'll go right on there. And there we go. Oh wait, there's other things. Oh yeah, we want to color this to match. There we go. Other stuff on our farm. That'll blend right in. And I like black wheels. Whoops. Although, silver? No. Let's leave them factory. License plate. Is that, huh. There we go. Back only. Okay. All right, and yeah, that's all set up. Let's check it out. All right, say hi to our new tractor, our Belarus 1221 Cerex. I like it a lot. I think I always like these. I like these a lot. Tell me, yeah, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down below. I like Belarus tractors. I've said that many times before in previous videos. I often use these. This thing's gonna be great. It's a little bigger. It's actually big enough that it looks like it can handle the loader. It's got narrow tires, which will be whether or not we need them for the root crop vegetables, which I think we will. Hey, now we've got narrow tires. Let's see how it sounds. Nice. Yeah, it's very cool, and I think it looks good on the inside too. Kind of fancy, even a little bit, but yeah, pretty good. All right, and what's our speed limit? Top speed is actually faster than our Massey Ferguson as well. I'm not going to complain about a slightly higher top speed unless I just find it downright unrealistic, in which case I don't in this case. Sometimes, yeah. But hey, no, the top speed is higher. That's good. Better for traveling on the roads. If we wanted to, we could go, you may have seen when I was swapping through the tire options, there is an option for double, making sure there's nothing else we need at the shop. I don't think so. There's an option for double wheels on the rear and actually front. I didn't want to pay the money, but if it's ever required, we can get double narrow wheels in the back. If, say, we were pulling a bigger tool or something like that. I thought about it, but it is an extra. It was some extra money, and the tools we're working with right now are really narrow tools, so we'll stick with just the single wheels back there. But all right, so we're back here at our farm. I didn't unload the skid steer just yet. Let's get that unloaded. Just checking out our new tractor. I think it's cool. It's going to be a lot more capable too. We've got the front loader here. Let's go ahead and put the front loader on it. The front loader's back here, and it's still got the seeds in it. We're going to haul all this down to our vegetable fields, so we'll have the seeds and everything down there. Just get this hooked up here. It looks good on this tractor too. The loader looks darn good on this tractor, I think. It was kind of big for our old tractor, and this was like the smallest loader that we can get, but it really I think it looks good here. We're gonna get these seeds down there and refill our planter because we're gonna be planting beets, and I know how we can make it this field's gonna look better. Since I've done the let's get this fired up, get the straps off, get that lowered down. All right, shut that tractor down. We just had to lower the trailer. After doing the carrot field, I see now how we can better do the beet field. All right, so we're going to get this put back in the shed where it goes. We'll just park our rock breaker tool here. And there we go. All right, let's take our new tractor down to the vegetable field, and we'll be planting beets. Is there anything else we need to take down there or check? Do I see pallets by the greenhouse, or is that just hopefulness? Hang on, no, I do see pallets down there. I do see pallets at the greenhouse. Look at that, guys. We've got, how about that? Some income that we can claim later on. All right, that's good. So, we've only got less than $5,000. That's good. So we've got some vegetables to sell. Wait, let's hop out. Why don't we have all three? Let's go in here and check out the production. What are we looking at here? It's got plenty of water. So here we got chili peppers and garlic. The tomatoes, okay, not quite a pallet's worth. It'll be, by the time we get around to this, we should have a pallet of tomatoes out there as well, I'm guessing. All right, so let's try this guy out here, down at the field now. Now, this doesn't have as much horsepower as our AGCO, but it's got a solid 100 horsepower more than the Massey Ferguson had. This has 160 horsepower, so that's enough that this will... See, it was questionable whether the Massey Ferguson was going to be able to work that harvester or not. This will be able to work the harvester, the planter. This will be able to work everything on our vegetable fields. All right, so this here is going to be the beet field. And yeah, You can see, I'd say this is a good 50% larger than the carrot field here. It's definitely larger. The carrot field, yeah, the beet field's gonna look better when we're done with that. It's gonna look better. Now, one thought I just had, I'm not sure how, we might need a second vehicle to fill this. Yeah, because how do I fill the planter if... Yeah, that's I brought this bucket down here to fill it with, but I didn't think about the fact that if the planter's hooked to the back of the tractor, right, we might have to bring a second tractor down here. Whoa, I can't see for the oh, perfect. There we go, more or less. Okay. Yeah, that's well, it doesn't need to be filled right now. So as you can see here, it's got, okay, here there's a little bug or something in the game. It's showing we have almost 1,000 liters of carrots. What it is there's some seeds in the front bucket, and for some reason the game is totaling what's in the bucket with what's in the planter, and so I'm having a trouble here in the game. I didn't realize this. I didn't know why it says there's so many carrots. There's only like 100 liters of carrots in that planter. For some reason, it's totaling the seeds in the bucket with the planter. So as you can see here, the planter, it's 97% full. And yeah, I did not fill it. That's after planting this field. So it goes a ways. It'll go a ways. So we can go ahead and leave this bucket here. We're not going to need to fill this. Let's go ahead and take off the entire, let's leave the loader in its entirety here, because we're going to want more room, I'm guessing, to turn around. So let's just park this back here. So we'll just detach the loader there. And before we plant, the first thing we're going to do is we want to run the furrows on our beet field. It's going to take a while to plant because, yeah, it is quite a bit larger than the carrot field. So this is going to be a much bigger job. Well, let's get this detached. But today I wanted to get this new tractor for our farm, and I wanted to get started on this and show you guys what we're going to do. It's going to be a big job here. Oh, I want to see how this hooks up to the harvester. For instance, had we put double wheels on it, see, I had this thought, I don't think it would fit. Let's get this snapped into the harvester here. I think going with these wheels that we went with is a good choice. Actually, this tractor is narrow enough, if I can get the camera in here, you know, we would have room for double rear wheels if we so chose to on this tractor. It's narrow enough. That's great. That's awesome. All right. So let's get our ridger here and get out to the field. Now, this field, the beet field, it has no fertilization on it, so this should put a stage of fertilization on it for us. Okay, good. I was hoping the front weight on this tractor was enough to offset that. If not, we can always pick up the loader, but it is. Now, what I was thinking is, well, someone, a very helpful comment on last episode suggested that we just run this straight down with no headlands. And yeah, I guess if we want a better looking field, that would be the way to do it. So let's pull this up, and we want to go here, and let's just here, run with one headland. Yeah, this field is quite a bit bigger. Let's turn these on. Here, let's get straighter with this. If we want perfectly straight rows, this is how we do it. There we go. Yeah, if you want a nice looking vegetable field, we're just going to run this. Oh, that tractor looks nice working the field. Yeah, this will get us a nice vegetable field with perfectly straight furrows all the way down it. It's already rolled, of course, as you can see. Yeah, we did that last episode. We rolled the field. This should be this should be putting a stage of fertilization on it. We'll check that here in a moment. And so, yeah, we're going to be doing this with no headlands. And luckily, the field is perfectly square, and it's got enough room to turn around. And now you may see why I removed the loader in case we get too close to trees or something. We have room to turn around. Loaders can really hamper, trying to turn around. I took the bucket off so that, anyway, it's a great field for vegetables because we have all the room in the world to turn around here and make straight runs, which is great because vegetable fields require a lot of turning. Come on, tractor. Okay, this tractor's a little slow on the shift there. Let's check. Did this it says it puts down a stage of fertilization. Let's check on the map here. Okay, yeah, it didn't, but it said that it does. Well, now we know that it doesn't. Here I thought I had everything figured out, but there's always some surprise. Now it says here that it does. Right here, before sowing the new crop varieties, it's possible to create ridges with the, this new step not only makes the vegetable field look more realistic, which is largely why we're doing it, but also adds a fertilizer stage. Well, it doesn't. At least it didn't for us. It says it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't. 0% fertilized, and if we look at the map, there's no blue stripe here. So it did not add a fertilizer stage for us, which is not a problem. We can put fertilizer down. I just want to plant the vegetables properly, have the field looking good, just like it should look. And field detected. There we go. So either way, we're going to have a great looking vegetable field. Why this is not putting a stage of fertilizer when it says that it does, no clue. We'll put fertilizer on it. It's not hard, right? Our fertilizer spreader, I wonder if we could put narrow tires on that. I'll have to check. I think we can. The spreader that we have, I think will take narrow tires. Because I don't want to mess up our field. I want to have just a perfect, beautiful vegetable field. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful beet field. I'm pretty sure that our fertilizer spreader, it's this one. Let's see here. I'll find it for us. All right, so I checked, and our fertilizer spreader does not have a narrow tire option. Oh, well, we'll figure something out. We'll get fertilizer on the field. All right, so I want to run nice, perfectly straight rows here. There we go. Yeah, this field is going to look a lot better. Yeah, you know what? I just had the thought. Let's spread the fertilizer now. Yeah, let's spread the fertilizer now. Let's go ahead and get this up. I just want the field to be perfect. And let's grab the fertilizer spreader, and we'll do it now. And then we'll do the ridges. So we're going to take a break from that momentarily while we do this. Where did we park it is one question. Let's park our ridger here for the time being. There it is. It's right there in that bay. I think it's got lime in it, so that's okay. We'll have to take a break here. Sometimes, sometimes we got to do that. I think we're going to have to empty the lime out of it and swap it out for fertilizer, which is something we'd have to do anyway. It's just the... having only one spreader for both materials, sometimes we've got to swap it out. So yeah, this has got lime in it. We're gonna have to unload this. All right, now this fertilizer spreader, it's a little bit big for this tractor, so we're gonna be using the AGCO. I love the Belarus, but it's we'll use it for the vegetable work. But that trailer there is just a little bit big for this guy. So I'm going to park this over here, and we're going to run him back down to the vegetable field separately. First, let's get this loaded. Let's get the big guy hooked up to it. Now, I'm hoping we have... I don't know how much fertilizer we have. I'm hoping we had enough to make this whole trip worth it. I guess we'll see. We might have to buy some, which, if we have to buy some, I mean, that's how it goes, because, we've got vegetables to sell. So that's good. Alright, so here we find out how much fertilizer we have. I'm sure we'll probably end up buying another 1,000 liters of it because we're going to need it anyway. But let's see what we got here. And I think we can get this up there. This one's pretty tall too, like the tipper. But I think we can get this up there enough to unload it. Yep, there we go. We got that in there. Well, let's get this put back away, and we'll get this down to the field. I think we're going to want to buy another 1,000 liters. There was, I forget exactly how much. Let's go see. Yeah, there was only 400 even liters here. Yeah, there's only a little over 400 liters of fertilizer here. We're going to need a little more than that. Fertilizer, unfortunately, can get kind of pricey. But we'll see what we can do here. Well, that cost us most of what money we had. We'll just have to pick up some more jobs around here. But I got 2,000 liters of fertilizer down at the store. It sucks we have to go down to the store, back to the farm. But luckily you guys don't, only I have to. So I'm going to get down there and get this loaded. All right, we are down here back at the vegetable field. We got both tractors. We got the fertilizer spreader. Got everything down here for us. Now, let's see about... so we've got 2,400 liters of fertilizer. Now, am I going to have to drive over where I put the ridges? Probably. I just wanted the field to look pretty, and I think we can still accomplish that. So, let's get the fertilizer down here. Oh, yeah, look at that. I quit doing the ridges just in time. I wanted to have the perfect, beautiful, ridged field, and I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to have a good-looking field, and that's what we're going to have. So we'll get this first stage of fertilization down. Hey, you know, it says in the help window, you know, menu that the ridger does the stage of fertilization. If it does, then it's under some condition that we don't have, so I can't really speak for that, but we got it covered now. Let's see, we're going to want to go at about, I don't know, here-ish. But good news is we got plenty of fertilizer to go. I didn't know how fast this was going to use it. This is the first time we've been using this for fertilizer. We used this for lime. But yeah, so our fertilizer will go plenty far. That's good. We got some extra. Luckily, we've got those pallets of vegetables from our greenhouse that we can sell for some money, because this was not cheap. Okay, I had to stop there because we got our little windmill there, and we can't be hitting that, obviously. So one more pass down the field? Yeah, maybe. Nah, a couple more up the field here. And then we'll be ready to get on with ridges and the planting. And the field over there, our carrot field, that was like our that was our test field. That was our test field. Now that we know how to make a beautiful vegetable field, that's going to be our beet field here. This field's going to be looking nice. We're going to get everything perfectly set here. You know what? I think that we didn't have to buy the extra fertilizer. Honestly, I didn't think there was any way that 400 liters of fertilizer were going to cover this field. But you know what? Yeah, we would have had enough fertilizer. Seriously, who'd have thunk it? But yeah, we would have had enough fertilizer. That is the whole field. Yeah, pretty well covered with fertilizer. Let's get this parked. Let's park this back where we got it. We're done with this, you know, for now. We'll have to head back out there. We're going to have to head back out next month, and we are going to need a fertilizer with, well, not with big thick tires like this, because this will crush the crops. So we'll figure it out. All right, now we can get back out to the field with our ridger and keep going with this. This is working extremely well. I like this tractor for this job. Yeah, I want to check here and make sure. Yeah, we got one stage of fertilization on the entire field here. That's good. All right, so we can pick right back up where we left off with this. This is going to be a lot of beets. I mean, again, you know, we harvested that carrot field, you know, last summer, and we just did it as a contract for Grandpa. But, you know, just remember the sheer amount of carrots we hauled off that thing. And this field's quite a bit bigger. This is going to have some crazy yield to it, I think. This tractor is a little slower to turn around. It is because of the transmission. Yeah, some tractors are like that. It takes a second to change between forward and reverse. Now, because I'm making sure this is... Okay, yeah, I want to make sure we're set on it. I don't like pulling up these lines, but this tractor doesn't have a GPS beeper in it. It's an old-fashioned tractor. It doesn't have so it doesn't beep to confirm you're on the line. On the other hand, that's great because I don't get the constant beeping when I'm going down this field, which I actually like. But I'm trying to make this field so perfect. I wanted to make sure that we are set, even though there's no no confirmation beep. I think what we can do to save time. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this on, and we're going to do it this way. Because, yeah, this tractor is harder to turn around, but hey, some tractors are harder to turn around. I mean, this one in particular, it is the transmission just takes a second to switch directions. I mean, it's not a CVT, it's an actual manual gear transmission, so it takes a second. We can save time by not having to back up, is what I'm saying. What we're going to do is we're just going to alternate rows, and that way we don't have to back up. It's going to save us a lot of time. It's something that I've been taking to doing this on a lot of different jobs, particularly, usually it seems like mowing jobs, I guess, because usually jobs where the equipment has a higher work speed, because it's harder to turn around, whip a U-turn at higher work speed, I guess is what I'm getting at. But in this case, just, it's going to speed us up. So we're going to go down, I guess, every third row, and then come back every third row, etc. And then we'll get it done this way. Yeah, and you end up saving a lot of time. When you cut out the time that it takes to back up and correct, it saves a lot of time. And after this, the field will be all ready for planting. And of course, we'll be using the Belarus tractor to plant. I think this tractor, and I mean, not only does it's going to work a lot better than the Massey Ferguson, I think it just looks the part better. I don't know. I see this tractor and it looks to me like, yeah, we're planting vegetables. I like it. It has that look. I mean, if that matters. All right, now we should have just enough room to turn onto the third row down, like so, and get the hang of, just kind of getting the rhythm of doing it this way. Then we'll make a lot quicker work of the field. All right, now with this row done here. Yep, that one's all done. What we're going to do is we're going to shift over one row, and then, if I can get this set here. There we go. All right, so shift down one row, and now we can just go back down the field every third row, and then, shift over one row, come back every third row, and by golly, we'll have this entire field done. But yeah, this is a big one. This has you got to hope this is going to be a big yield. I think this will be worth it. I think it'll be worth it. I think it's going to be a great year for our farm this year. Last year, was like the first, last year was the first full year of the farm. So this will be this is the first full year of the farm after the first full year. But I mean, I think that's important because we've had one full year, and now this is our first, and it's going to be a good year, I think is what I'm saying, All right, we have gone all the way down the field and back, and now just one more trip. Every third row down the field, I just had to, we had to back up there because we had to shift over one row. But yeah, now just every third row back down the field. This will be done and ready to plant. It's weird how that the right-hand section of the field over there is darker, and that's where we ridged that first, and then I put down fertilizer. And I guess it's because I put down the fertilizer on these ridges here after they were done, and so even though the whole field has the same state of fertilization, those few rows over there are darker because of it, but that's just how it goes. Aside from that, though, when you look at this field, especially compared to the field over there, this looks nice. Just having these straight runs of ridges down the field. I think it looks nicer, and yeah, I like that a lot. So yeah, we're just about done with this. Once we get these ridges here done, well, we'll be planting beets. I'm pretty sure we can use the same planter, yeah? I mean, I haven't checked, but it should be able to. Now, where's it at? See, I hate this vehicle list is ridiculous. Yeah, it can plant red beets. Yeah, it can. Okay. So yeah, we'll be using the same planter. We'll swap it over from carrots to beets. And we've only got a few more passes up and down the field here. Yeah, we'll just we'll use the Belarus for that. We'll just hitch that up, get down here, and honestly, we'd probably be able to put another level of fertilizer on it, because we put the fertilizer down, then did the ridges, and then next we're going to do the planting. And I'm sure would be able to. Yeah, no, I shouldn't have to back up. But the problem is there's trees and fences here, and some of these rows I have to back up anyway, because yeah, there's like a fence there, or a tree there. There's a tree at the end of this row on the other end of the field here too, I believe. But I want to wait till next month to fertilize it, just because I could cheat and make things way easier. Like, for instance, we don't even have to do this step at all. There's a lot of things you could cheat, but where's the fun in that, right? So we're going to wait till next month to fertilize it, because I just think that's the proper way to do it. And yeah, that'll be the second stage of fertilization, and then this field will be good to go, completely as good as we can get it, because it doesn't need anything else. Okay, yeah, there's a tree here, but I think we can, yeah, barely miss it. Yeah, and I just noticed that the weather is cleared up. Yeah, it was cloudy earlier today. I'm sure of it. It's been cloudy the entire time we've been doing this, and just now I looked and I was like, oh wow, the sun is out. It's a beautiful day, right as we're getting done with this here. This is the last. Look at this field. This field looks gorgeous, and this is our last row of ridges up our beet field. Well, we got a lot more done in today's episode than I thought we'd get done, considering, you know, the rock removal at the beginning, the buying of this tractor and everything like that. I did want to plant the field too, but I know that this field is like, yeah, it's got to be like 50% larger, you know, again, than the carrot field. Hey, we got this entirely, we got all of this done. I knew that planting it is going to be, well, planting it is going to be the same size job that this was, because the planter is the same width. So it's going to be a little more work. It's going to be that much work again to get it planted, but we're going to have this entire field planted. And yeah, it does look, it looks really, really nice, especially when you compare it to the carrot field over here. The beet field looks nice, and yeah, it's a big field. We're going to have good yield from that. Well, guys, I'm going to get this parked back in here. I'm going to hook up the planter and get to planting. Thanks so much for following along today here in this beautiful, now sunny April day here on the farm. We're going to get our beets planted. When I catch up with you guys next, well, I'm not sure what we'll be doing, but we're going to have all our vegetables planted. And what the heck was that? Okay, I'm not sure what that was. We'll just, well, I lowered it and then disconnected it. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for following along with me today. And yeah, tell me what you think. Do you like our new tractor? I like the new tractor. I've always been a big fan of these, so I hope you guys like it. I think it'll do good here on the farm. Definitely a lot better than the Massey Ferguson. I'm going to swap this over to, that's weird. This thing had more carrots in it. Yeah, what's up with that? This was 97% full. I'm not tripping, right? Yeah, this was 97% full. Now it's 62% full, which does seem more like it. Well, look, I don't know, but either way, we're going to swap this to red beets and get beets planted. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.